What's happening, HD Nation? Hey, I wanted to show you for this Tutorial Tuesday one of the greatest cards that I really enjoy. They are the interrupt cards. Interrupt cards, say interrupt, they are basically the surprise attack. I mean, I've talked about this a lot of times, you've probably heard this plenty of times, but the surprise attack, if I have these in my hand, my opponent attacks me, I play it down, it stops their attack. Possibly. I mean, depending on the card. Like this one, JP Morgan, Samuel L. Clemens, also physics, they do almost the exact same thing. It says, interrupt, reverse any event card played against you. Immediately reverse the effects of your opponent's event card. Reverse any event card your opponent plays. Yeah, exactly. If my opponent plays the San Francisco earthquake, the Donner Party, the Black Plague, something that's going to decrease my morale, automatically these reverse it on them and they lose morale. But what if they play something like Chernobyl, which would completely wipe out one of my countries? I play this, and automatically reverses on them. One of their whole countries is completely wiped out. That's the gamble of playing some of those cards. You want to play nuclear war? We can play nuclear war. I'm going to reverse it on you, and then you might just reverse it on me. And look at that. I have another reverse, and it reverses right back on you. I've actually played one of those games where it reversed 3 times before it finally settled on my opponent, and he lost everything. I think it actually was Chernobyl, and he lost one of his lands, which actually made him lose the game. So he played the game, he played the card Chernobyl, it was his choice, he lost, that was the gamble. So for this Tutorial Tuesday, I want to tell you why it's so important to keep these in your hand so your opponent doesn't know. So interrupts that reverse the effects of your opponent's event cards, they're priceless. You might also receive cards like Galileo, which says your civilization is safe from the effects of your opponent's event while Galileo is active in your battlefield. Holy cow, that's every single time you play an event card, anything that would decrease my morale or Chernobyl or anything like that, it automatically keeps me safe from that event. Now it doesn't reverse it on him, but at least it keeps me safe. Much like these, except without the reverse. So that's great. There's 2 other ones that have to do with event cards, and these can also be used for other things, but interrupt cards. For one time only, one of your opponent's cards in play becomes obsolete, which means if someone plays the Donner Party on me, I play this card, it automatically goes away. The Black Plague, it goes away. This one though, it's more than just an event card. This is any card they play. So if they play something like the atomic bomb, boom, obsolete. This one works just the same way. Central Intelligence Agency, interrupt. You have 10 seconds to discard any opponent's card, excluding land, or this card will self-destruct to the discard pile. 10, 9, 8, and so forth. So this one makes basically the same thing, makes a card of your choice completely obsolete. This one you have a limitation, you have 10 seconds to decide, so you better decide before you play it. This one though, whichever card you want. So how valuable is that? That's pretty awesome. Next Tutorial Tuesday, we'll actually be talking about another thing that's really important, and that's using interrupt cards in a battle, in an attack. And I'll show you more about that next week. Thanks so much. See you soon. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow actually. Take care. Bye.